Hey, what's up, internet people? So this is going to be a quick clean video of the cannon, weapon I've been using for a lot of my TikTok and Instagram stories and reels. So this is the cannon that I use. It's made by F5, I believe, and it shoots golf balls as well as can-sized projectiles. So the first thing you're going to see me do is do a complete breakdown of the cannon. This is built for 223-556 as well as 22 long rifle, and it only uses blanks. I do use it solely for 22 long rifle blanks, so it is pretty disgusting. Some of the parts do get stuck pretty good, so I do have to use a little bit of force to separate them. The breakdown of the cannon is pretty simple. It's just like a standard AR-15 style rifle where you're going to have an upper and lower receiver. So you just got to take those two pins out, the upper and lower separate, and then your bolt carrier and charging handle come out. And then there's a single Allen key on the bottom that just unscrews, and then everything else is toolless. So I had to use a screwdriver to pop out the actual chamber, and instead of using a hammer, I decided to use the barrel, but it did the job. Because I use mostly 22 long rifle with this, it is absolutely filthy. So the first thing I'm doing is actually just taking a paper towel and taking any extra lube, grease, and honestly that charging handle had a little bit of metal shaving on it just from the metal on metal contact. Just like normal, I use a breakfree CLP as my cleaner. So that's what I'm pretty much spraying on the bolt carrier group, and I saturate it pretty good just to kind of break free all the gunpowder and residue. You see me spraying the breakfree cleaner down the actual barrel, and then I'm using the Allen key or screwdriver just to kind of push the paper towel through, almost using it like a squeegee. I go through a lot of the break-free CLP on this clean, just because I launched some wild things out of the cannon. And I also, you just saw me using it there, but I always use an old toothbrush just to kind of scrub any heavy built up residue out. When I'm cleaning any of my firearms, I always try and stay organized. So on the right hand side of the screen, those are all the things that I've already cleaned, or at least, did a quick primary clean. Certain things I may end up touching up, and then the things I didn't clean are going to be on the left hand side, or I keep closest to me, like the golf ball barrel. The upper receiver did have quite a bit of residue left on it. It's just the way the 22 long rifle bolt carrier group, the way it interacts, it just, there was a lot of built up stuff in there. here's another perfect example of me using not the proper tool for something. So I was just using the bolt carrier to kind of push the paper towel through the golf ball barrel. Not quite the appropriate tool for that, but it got the job done. This is technically, the upper receiver is not a firearm. It cannot chamber a live round, so this gun is just, it's more of like something fun to have in my collection. So I'm not too, it's not a very delicate gun. Here I'm just using some general like cleaning patches just to get into like the nooks and crannies of the upper and the receiver. The lower really wasn't too dirty, just a little bit of dust. So I really just kind of wiped it off, and then I'm using the Lucas Oil Extreme Duty Gun Oil just to lubricate any moving parts. And then now I'm going to start to reassemble it, and again, any moving part or anything that's really stiff, you're going to see me use that Lucas Oil on. For the quick clean, the reassembly is super easy. It's pretty much you put the chamber back in, you thread the the tennis ball or the can size barrel on, then you just put your charging handle, bolt carrier back in, and then you just put the upper and lower receiver together. Just because of how dirty this gun was, I was actually having a little bit of trouble getting the bolt carrier group back in. So you saw me using a little bit of force there. But I ended up giving it just a little bit of lubricant, and then it ended up sliding in. And now that the firearm's back together, I am just rubbing the outside down with a little bit of extra oil. Just to kind of preserve it for the next time I use it. But that's really it for a quick clean. So thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button and like the video.